Welcome back to KUJH News. This year, the University of Kansas took in over 5,200 freshman students, which means buses are more full than ever. Claire, you had an opportunity to share the way KU Transportation is managing the crowd.
This year is the first year since 2019 that bus ridership is starting to look like pre-pandemic levels.
From the first 4 weeks of school, we're still down about 4% compared to pandemic numbers, but that includes all the city routes. So the off-campus routes are still lower than they were, but the on-campus circulators have both gone up almost 20% compared to before the pandemic in the first 4 weeks of school.
Bus ridership has always been an issue at KU, averaging 5,000 to 7,000 riders per day, with a bus stopping every 5 to 8 minutes. The most popular stops at KU are Oswald and Snow Hall, which are both on the Red 43 bus route.
Route 43 is the one it's our highest ridership route every year. And so as we removed service, it was the one that we removed service from last. And so it was the one that we put it back on first because it covers a pretty significant portion of campus. Before the pandemic, we had years where there were 800,000 or 900,000 rides on that route in just when classes are in session.
A year ago, KU's bus budget was cut by $1 million. That meant they had to redesign routes. After going to Student Senate, they received $400,000 that all went to Route 43 Red. Then, in early August, they received $500,000 from the university.
The extra $500,000 that we got went to all of the other routes. And so this got all of the off-campus routes, 30 to 38, back to 20-minute service instead of 30-minute service. And that put all the resources back on Route 42 to also be back to the number of buses that that used to be on the 2 routes that now make up the 1 route. But we've got the same number of buses on it now that used to be on the 2 routes.
DeVries suggests that students leave 10 to 15 minutes early to ensure a spot on a bus and to practice riding the bus with their schedule. For KUJH News, I'm Claire Decatur.
You can find out when and where buses are in Lawrence by visiting the My Bus Lawrence app.